Hey everybody. I wanted to talk about what it meant for me to get my permanent residency in Mexico today, and I don't know. I just want to go through a few points of what it means to me and how it helped me, and maybe it could help you too. I did make a video recently on how to go through the whole process of setting up the papers and going down to the office and all that stuff. So if you're looking for that, I'll link it in the description below. All right. But we'll start with the first point. Actually, I feel like I have a sense of belonging. I'm from Toronto originally. I moved from there, and I felt like I belong there. But I've traveled a lot over the last 10 years, I'd say, and you're a visitor. You're in any other country. You're always a visitor, and I always wanted to move away from Toronto for some reason. Maybe not away. I did. I did. I don't know. It's not my favorite place. Uh, it's not a bad city. People aren't very friendly. We get a good rep from the rest of the world being friendly as Canadians, but what can I say? I don't. It's just hard to make friends, and everything's expensive. And I mean, this is a whole nother video about why I moved here, why I prefer Mexico over Canada. But yeah, I just feel like there's more of a sense of belonging now that I got my residency card. Like I belong here, and I have a little bit more skin in the game, I guess. I don't know if you want to call it skin in the game, but something like that. That leads me to other things like more opportunities. If I wanted to, I could get a job. I mean, I need to learn Spanish first, and that's an important fact. A very slow process right now to do that. Um, Open a business. I'm a little more into those kind of things than getting a job. What else? Like, there's a lot of opportunity here. I mean, just having a residency card. If I wanted to go to, I forget what the school's called in Mexico City here, but it's a university, and you can go. Their university here is, some of them are free. You can go to expensive ones that are a little bit more like, not that aren't free, that are more expensive than free, obviously, but you can, like, if I want to go get my, like, learn Spanish, like, not a degree, just to go to school to learn Spanish, I get a discount, and it's not very expensive. It's pretty cheap at this university. So I have opportunities like that. Another point, another great thing is that I can come and go as I please. I don't have to go back to Canada every 6 months and come back to be with my family, be with my girlfriend and my kid. And that's one big stress factor that I don't have to worry about anymore. I can stay here as long as I want, and I can come and go as I please. The apparently the immigration forms that I have to fill. I have to fill forms. When I used to come here as a Canadian, I didn't have to fill forms, but now I have to, and that's fine. And it's not no crazy form. You have to go get it stamped at the airport. This is what I heard. You have to, if you have a card, a residency card. You have to get the forms that you fill out for leaving the country. You have to get it stamped, which is different than Mexican. So I just have to make sure that's done, and that's not a big deal. I touched on it a little bit last. The quality of life for my family, that is part of it. Having not having to go to not having to leave the country every so often to come back and stay longer. I like it. I like it a lot. There's more quality in, like, it's cheaper here. You know, I live in Mexico City, and Mexico City isn't the cheapest place in Mexico, but it's cheaper than Canada, much cheaper than Canada. Um, I would like to do the difference one day and figure that out. Maybe I'll make a video. Who knows? I have to go back to Canada first for a visit and compare all the prices for groceries and stuff like that. The weather's fantastic. I mean, you know, Mexico, it's hot everywhere, but Mexico City, I love the city. I love it. I was when I always like I said, I always wanted to move away from Canada, and I you know, I wanted something that was where the weather was perfect. You know, it doesn't sound real. It doesn't sound real at all. You want perfect weather. What exists? Mexico City's weather has its ups and downs, but it's pretty consistent over the year, and it's like, I don't know, I always tell people it's like 22 to 24 degrees, but it could go higher or lower. And the weather changes all year round. There's rainy season, you know, it's not so bad. I mean, this last rainy season was pretty intense, but it only rains at like 4 p.m., between 4 and 8 or 4 and 10 for a little while. And sometimes it's heavy. It's heavy rain. What else do we got here? There's educational opportunities for my son. You know, they have really good private schools here. That don't cost a fortune. You know, there's some that they're very expensive, but there's also some that are really good that don't cost crazy amount of money to go to. I talked about also the university that could be free, and we could pay for them, but I'm told that their free university is very, very, very good. My phone stops recording for some reason. Anyways, let's get back into it. The university that can be free, yeah, that's a great little idea for my son. If he wants to go to university, if he doesn't, he wants to go to a program that they cover there. I heard it's great. Legal property rights. I could buy a property in Mexico without having too many issues or having to go through a process of being from a different country. I don't know what the legal words are called or what even the process is, because I'm not really, unless it's in a good situation. I have my reasons. I'm not really a fan of buying houses or buying a house to live in, really. And the last part of this, and the most important one, well, not the most important, I mean, family is the most important, but this is a very important point, is that for my personal growth, you know, getting out of my country, or getting out of your country, or moving to a different city or something, gives me more motivation. It makes me want to do new things. It makes me want to start new businesses. It gets me back on YouTube. I haven't been on YouTube for at least 5 years. You know, it just pushes me to do, like, just to maybe be better. And I'm just happier here. I'm just happier here. I mean, you know, it's beautiful. Anyways, thanks for watching my video. I just wanted to make a few points. Just wanted to have a chat. Anything you want to ask in the comments, you know the drill. Thank you.